I'm in here today with Dr. Roby and Dr. Roby, the Roby Institute over on B Caves Road. Dr. Roby, there's stuff in the air. I can tell. What's out there right now, and what's coming up that are going to be affecting people?
Right now we've got a lot of ragweed, mold, and elm. Particularly with all this rainy weather, the mold is just through the roof. Everybody's suffering from mold allergy.
So, other than sniffles, what are some symptoms that we can look for?
Standard allergy symptoms are like eye irritation, nose congestion, drainage down the throat. Then they get an acid stomach from that. But I suppose the most common things I see are just swelling. People swell up when they get allergy.
So, a little puffy.
Puffiness all over, head to toe, and fatigue, bone jarring fatigue.
Fatigue?
Yeah.
Now, I heard you mention one time even outlook, like depression.
Well, if you're tired with the fatigue, and if you're puffy, and you don't feel like moving around, and your head's foggy because allergy makes your brain swell, if all those things are taking place, naturally enough, you're going to be depressed.
So I hear a lot about ragweed. What's the season for ragweed? How long does that last?
Ragweed probably goes right up until the end of October. At which time we start seeing the beginnings of the juniper and the mountain cedar. So we're into our worst season. This is our busiest time of year for an allergist. Is September, October, November, December, and January.
Leading right up through the cedar fever time.
Right.
What are some of the over-counter medicines that you can take that might help a little bit?
You know, the over-the-counter medications are really pretty remarkable. They're so good. These are medications we prescribed for years, and when the patents ran out, they made them over the counter. So you have Claritin and Clarinex and Alavert. They're just all manner of really effective over-the-counter antihistamines that people can take.
Now, I noticed you said antihistamine. What's the difference between an antihistamine and a decongestant?
Decongestant just dries tissue up. That's basically pseudoephedrine, and this really doesn't have much impact on allergy. We're really kind of opposed to the use of a decongestant by itself. But if the antihistamine doesn't dry them up, then we might add a decongestant to it. We have to get that mucus dried up. The mucus causes the problems. So
when you take an antihistamine, is that the thing that's going to keep you awake?
No, the decongestant is the one that's known to keep you awake.
Okay, so if you were going to take an antihistamine, it doesn't matter what time of the day you take it?
In fact, most antihistamines warn you against drowsiness. So if we're going to use a decongestant, I would suggest something like Claritin D, that's the decongestant, in the morning, and plain Claritin at night.
Okay, and then long term, like how do you treat people different other than just, giving them the over-the-counter?
Pretty serious for some people, particularly in Austin. So if they need more treatment than just medication, then we'll move on to things like traditional allergy injections, or in this particular office we use sublingual drops. We put drops under people's tongues.
Can I go ahead and get a shot of them? You just happen to have them right here.
Yeah, we have a whole tray of antigens here. These are test antigens. And we just put drops under people's tongues. That clears up symptoms in a matter of seconds. We also do traditional allergy shots. There's a whole new armamentarium of ways to treat allergy now. We have means of doing allergy shots that cover a year's worth of shots in as little as 6 weeks.
If somebody wanted to get a hold of you, Dr. Roby, how would they go about doing it?
Well, they can just call Russell Roby, MD, or they could look up Roby Institute on the internet.
Or just about anything, and it seems like it all leads here to the Roby Institute. Thank you very much, Dr. Roby, and good ragweed mold season to you.
Oh, okay, thank you.